Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of 1998 Represent. Today, we are taking a look at Marvel vs. Capcom. This was released on January 23rd, 1998 in arcades. It eventually got ported to the PlayStation, the PS1, and Dreamcast. This is an entry in the Marvel and Capcom fighting series. I believe this series, the Versus series, started out with X-Men versus Street Fighter a couple years earlier. But to go further back, they did, I believe, in 1994, they did X-Men Children of the Atom. So Children of the Atom is an X-Men based just fighting game. And then a year later, I believe, they did Marvel Superheroes, which is another fighting game, but it included characters outside of X-Men, such as Captain America, Iron Man, and Spider-Man. And I believe Thanos was the boss of that game. And then in 1996, we got X-Men versus Street Fighter. So I remember playing that one quite a bit. I played a little bit of Children of the Atom, a little bit more of Marvel Superheroes, and the one I really got into was X-Men versus Street Fighter. I remember beating that with Apocalypse being the boss of that game. So you had characters from all of, like, a bunch of X-Men characters and a bunch of Street Fighter characters. And then I believe following that up was Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. So you had the Street Fighter characters still, but then you kind of broke out further from the X-Men, and you could do like Captain America versus like Ryu or whatever you wanted to do. I believe that was 1997. And then in 1998, they expanded it from just Street Fighter to include other Capcom characters. Like, the big pull for me and my friend when we sort of first saw this game was the fact that they added a bunch of new Marvel characters, and all the Capcom characters, aside from what was already Street Fighter, were characters that had not been in these games at that point. So it included, like, the big one for us was Megaman. So Megaman, my friend and I were big Megaman fans. I'm terrible at those games, but he really liked the Megaman series, and it was really cool to play as Megaman. I think the first team I played as in this game were Megaman and Venom. So it goes from the original kind of Street Fighter style was you chose a fighter and it was best 2 out of 3. I think that was up until they started doing the Versus series, and then you, instead of choosing one fighter, you choose a team of fighters, so two fighters, and you do a 2 versus 2 battle. And instead of it being multiple rounds, it's just basically defeat both of the opponent's two characters. And then, like I said, this game is amazing, but I think this game is perfected in the follow-up, which is Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Instead of 2-on-2, it's 3-on-3. There's a ton of characters. It was ported to the Dreamcast. I think probably some people say the Dreamcast version is the best. I have it. I think it's available. It was available on the Xbox Live Arcade at one point. I don't know where it's available currently, but it's also was ported to the PlayStation 2 for a very short amount of time. So Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on the PlayStation 2 is kind of rare because I think Capcom produced it, published it, and then I believe Capcom lost the Marvel license to EA like shortly thereafter, and then EA did like a not so great Marvel fighting game. I think I want to say that was like 2005 or something. It wasn't very good, and then they've since then have followed up with Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which I thought was just okay. It was on like 360 PS3. It's on PC as well. And then they did like an Ultimate edition of that, or Ultimate version. And then there's Marvel vs. Capcom. I think it's Infinite or Infinity. I haven't played that one yet, so I can't really speak to that one. But in this video in particular, we're speaking about just Marvel vs. Capcom. And it's one of my favorite arcade experiences back when it came out. Because I remember like just the various combination of characters. There's a ton of selectable characters. They also added in support characters or assist characters that I believe you can put. There's a way to make it so they are selectable, but I think if you just go in normally, it kind of just gives you a random one. And what happens is you choose your two characters, you get this third assist character, and then there's a button combination that you put in as you're playing the game. In the middle of a fight, this other character will come out, run in for a second, do an attack, and then go back out. And each of those characters has a certain number of uses that you get out of them. So, bring my notes up here. So we went through the series, Dreamcast ported, characters. So there's 15 characters in this game. So like 15 characters and I believe 20 support characters. I have the character list up here so we can take a look at it. is this Marvel vs. Capcom? Which one am I? Marvel Clash of Superheroes. All right, cool. Here we are with the character list. We'll be taking a look at that in just a second. So on the Marvel side of things, we have Captain America. Captain America had been in the game, or multiple games before this, with Marvel Superheroes and Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. We have Gambit. I believe he popped up first in the X-Men versus, it probably ended Children of the Atom, and then the other subsequent X-Men games. We have Hulk, Spider-Man, Venom, War Machine, and Wolverine. On the Capcom side, we have Captain Commando, Chun-Li. We have Jin, probably going to mispronounce this, but Jin Sadatome. I'm not sure what game Jin is from. I don't think I've ever played the game that character is out of. Megaman, who's obviously for the Megaman series. We have Morrigan. I'm just going to call her Morrigan. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but she's from the Darkstalker fighting series. We have Ryu, obviously from Street Fighter. We have Strider Hyrule from the Strider games. I remember playing the Strider arcade game back in the early 90s. And then we have Zangief. The other characters in the game that are your support characters, I call them guest characters, are Colossus, Cyclops, Iceman, Jubilee, Juggernaut, Magneto, Psylocke, Rogue, Sentinel, Storm, Thor, and U.S. Agent. Those are all the Marvel characters. And then on Capcom side, we have Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins, Anita from Darkstalkers, Charlie from Street Fighter. I think Charlie is basically it's Guile. We have Devilot. We have Lou, Michelle Hart, Fur from some Adventure Quiz game. Tonpu from Strider, the Unknown Soldier from Forgotten Worlds, and Saki Obakan from Quiz Nantito Dream. So some characters that probably were maybe never even in games released outside of Japan. But it's there's also secret and hidden characters. A lot of them are just palette swaps. I have that list up as well. So in Marvel vs. Capcom, there's a couple of new characters. One was Roll, which is, I believe, Mega Man's sister. And she had played a little bit differently than Mega Man. There was Lilith Mode Morrigan, which is basically just a palette swap for her. Shadow Lady, which is basically a palette swap for Chun-Li. Hyper Venom, which is basically just an orange version of Venom. We have Gold War Machine, Orange Hulk. Onslaught was playable in the PlayStation port, but not in the arcade. Onslaught is the actual boss of the game. And I guess there's also Shadow and Sentinel, which were secret partners that were in the game as well. So there's a few hidden characters, but most of them were just basically palette swaps of kind of existing characters that were already in the game. And that is going to do it for this portion of the video. We're going to jump into MAME, play a few games, play a few rounds. I think I have the controller layout correct. It's always weird in MAME because it just says button 1, button 2, button 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm not sure if they're actually laid out correctly. I think I've got it laid out. But we're going to jump into MAME, play a few games of this, and do some gameplay for that. We'll be right back with that. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We are now in the gameplay portion of this video. Let's take a look at just the kind of the attract mode here. Capcom presents. And then we'll jump into some gameplay. Alright, let's go ahead and actually start playing. Alright, so I always like Ryu, so I'm going to go with Ryu here. And then we're going to do, this game we're going to do Ryu and Wolverine. So Rogue is our assist character. Did I do easy or turbo? Hopefully I did manual. Ready. Fight. Switch out to Wolverine. So Rogue comes out, gets a couple hits. Captain Commando is down. Let's deal with Megaman now. One thing I like doing is if you can hit start, you can actually get a few more hits on your enemy there. Just mess around a little bit. Alright, we got Venom and Hulk now. Yeah, Venom's got that thing where as soon as you try to jump into him, he's got that symbiote attack, which is really nasty. See if I remember how to do any of the hyper combos here. Because I don't know if my controllers are laid out correct for that, but... Alright, there we go. We got here Morrigan and War Machine, alright? I don't know if War Machine is the same as the Iron Man from the previous games, or if it's just like a palette swap. Could be that. But they feel very similar. They might have different moves, though. God, I'm getting... Yeah, from what I remember, Iron Man had all the same kind of moves, like the repulsor blast on those bombs and all that. Okay, I got a tag out here. Alright, I got hit by Morgan's attack there, and their assist character. Oh, alright, got taken out by the hyper combo. See if I remember how to pull any of these combos off. I think with like one more hit, I'm dead. Oh, there we go. We're done. Alright, we're going to do one more game here. Let's just do that. Don't know why I put that in there. Alright, let's do another game here. We're going to go back to our original team up here of Megaman and Venom. Megaman and Venom, I remember being the first team I played as when this game was new, back in '98. Megaman did feel kind of cheap because he basically had a projectile as just like a single hit. You didn't have to do any button combo for it, or actual move. It was just hit a button and you're done. I like that you got Rush in the background there. The dog. Alright, there we are.
Venom, win.
Did I get Cyclops again? Alright, sweet.
Ready. Fight.
So Megaman versus Captain America. Oh, that's, yep, that was her hyper combo. Let's get swap out. Another one, alright. Let's just mash buttons to see if I can get my... oh, there we go, hyper combo, but she blocked it, of course. Alright, there we go. Hit with the Soul Eraser. Alright, I like that Rush is all sad now. That Mega Man's beat. Let's do one more round here. One more game. I like if you just do AAA, it always switches to Cap. I don't know why it does that, but... Also, if you do anything inappropriate, it will switch to Cap as well, I think. Alright, one more round here. Let's do... Where's Captain America? We'll do him. Let's just do a double Marvel team this time. So far this game we've played as Ryu and Wolverine, Megaman and Venom. So we did 2 combo teams, and now we're doing one straight-up Marvel team with Captain America and Spider-Man. Alright. From what I remember, Strider was always kind of a pain to fight against. He had a lot of really good like air combos, like juggle combos and what have you. Alright, that was actually a lot easier than he normally is. You know, got Gambit. That was a U.S. Agent. So I have Captain America, U.S. Agent, and Spider-Man. Oh, there's the hypo combo right when I don't need it. All right, Rogue is the assist.
Ready. Fight.
Oh, I need to tag out here. Alright, Hulk is done, but I still need to tag out. Because if you tag out, and your health will actually regenerate a little bit, up to that red bar. Oh, here we go. Yes! Maximum Spider. Alright, sweet.
Spider-Man. So close.
Colossus. Alright, let's do it.
Ready.
So we got Ryu and Megaman. Alright, cool. So, Captain America's regenerating. We got now Megaman. Oh, there's a double team combo. Oh, of course, Megaman blocks it. Oh, he's got a hyper combo of his own. There's that duck thing. I don't even know what game that's from. Or which Mega Man game. Come on, I gotta hit him just once more. Oh, I got him, barely.
Spider-Man.
Unknown soldier, alright.
Ready. Fight.
Zangief and Wolverine. One combination that was always rough to fight against was Zangief and Hulk. I remember them being really difficult. They're both slower, but they definitely hit a lot harder, too. Oh, I need to tag out. Alright. None of the web balls are hitting, but... Oh, that's interesting. We both had the same Sis character. I gotta pick the shield up. The shield is kind of like Vega's claws. They can get knocked off and then you gotta pick them back up again. Oh, yeah, I am definitely getting destroyed in this game. Yeah, they're blocking, like, every special attack. Oh, there we go. Spider-Man's out. Of course he blocked it, but... I mean, he did take chipping damage, but it's not enough. Alright, let's put my name in here. Alright, let's take a look at the scores. So there's my second place now, Ryu Wolverine, and first place, Captain America and Spider-Man. Alright, sweet. So that is going to do it for this video. We'll be back again pretty soon with another video. Probably going to do an album, another music album, and then we'll follow that up with a film or a movie. That's going to do for now. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching. Take care and have a good one.